Hello everyone, welcome to Mabu College. My name is Mabu Nakagawa. Let's go dive into today's video. Today, I'm going to be talking about why do people overeat, overdrink, and overdo. Look at my belly. I overeat a lot because I want to. Oh man, Japanese food is so good. Ever since I came back to Japan 10 years ago, I've gained over 10 kilograms. That's huge pounds, folks. I always ask myself why I am eating too much because I want to. Because I ate too much sugar, too much oily stuff, and I ate a lot right before I went to bed. I got sick. Last month, I went to a big hospital for my annual medical checkup, and as a result, I tested positive with fecal occult blood. Do you know what that means? That's a club that contains your blood. Blood in a stool might be a sign of colorectal cancer. I might be sick of it. So I might need to retake a detailed examination soon. I'll probably be okay, but I kind of feel uneasy because I never been sick badly before. Anyway, I have to go check my health condition once again and see what I can do for the next step. Everyone is overeating at least once. It's just something people do when they are so hungry. As long as you don't make it a habit, it's not that bad. However, when you overeat, terrible things happen to your body. Whatever you say, eating delicious food is fun. Surrounded by your friend, your family, and whoever you like, party is always something like you can enjoy at the moment. But if you overdo every night, your health condition is gonna be corrupted. How can you protect or prevent yourself from it? Today, I'm gonna be going deep into it. I'm so excited to have a presentation for how to stop overeating because I need it so much. Eating too much or taking in too many calories is a common habit that can be hard to break. If you just leave it alone like I do, it can lead to a weight gain and increase the risk of developing a chronic eating disorder such as diabetes and heart diseases, for example. I can come up with so many possible solutions with how to get rid of distractions. I know my trigger foods and that can lead to excessive overeating. For example, ice cream is likely to trigger a binge. It's a good idea to stop storing in a freezer. The harder it is to access something, the less likely I may be to overeat the food. But when it comes to going out in a dine, I don't know, my friend or someone sit down right in front of me eating a feast with ice cream. How the hell can I close my eyes? I always warn myself, no, stop it. If you grab it, you are a loser. Likewise, you should have a kind of experience like that. Restrictive eating patterns that eliminate many of your favorite foods might cause you to feel deprived, potentially leading you to binge on forbidden treats, like a stimulated drug. Once you get addicted to it, you are unstoppable. Swearing never to have a scoop of ice cream, sliced pizza, piece of chocolate is not realistic for most of people. Same here. It's counterproductive for me, of course. I chew down in an all-you-can-eat restaurant. Then, how can you overcome binge eating? Well, I'm not a perfect person to answer your question because I'm a loser. The only things I did for my daily life was I reduced oily intake. I kind of stopped eating deep fried stuff like assorted tempura, deep fried pork ball that's also called katsudon, and junk food at McDonald's, for example. That would be definitely better than what I used to be. It's a daily challenge for me to overcome binge eating. I know this is a very emotional topic for most of you middle-aged people like me. For businessmen, I know it's quite hard to decline a drinking party after doing excellent work with your team. Among with you guys, most of you make it and you are invited, but you do not go. That means you are breaking a welcome atmosphere. As soon as you are done with your hard work, you are so excited and you find yourself just craving some happy beer. What's wrong with you? I understand you. Same here. I just don't have any power will. But you know what? It's okay. As long as you keep these 3 rules you can succeed your diet on this time. I promise. It's so simple, folks. If you just keep 3 promises with me, you're gonna look so weak. So the first promise is don't buy. The second one is don't fill up food on a Play-Doh. And the third one is don't finish up eating. Oh, seriously? Do you think you can keep a promise with me? Yes, you can. Even if you have already been on a diet and failed, yes, you can still change. You start to visualize what the ideal you would do in a particular situation. And the most important thing here is to remember the ideal you would do is to be consistent in your behavior day after day. Then you'll start to see benefits in the long term. Let's make it simple, folks. For the first one, unless you buy food, you don't eat. That's very true. See a bunch of fat people going to Costco filling up too many foods in a basket because they can get them at the wholesale price. Stop subscription. Cancel membership. You know why America has too many overweighted people with obesity? Because of this. They always eat cheap food. If you make a habit of pricey food like organic vegetables instead of McDonald's, Carl's Jr. and any snacks, your daily eating behavior will probably get improved. Myself, I stopped eating my mom's homemade cuisine, for example. Her favorite and liking are kind of too strong for me, and she buys tons of stuffs at a discounted price in a local supermarket. I just asked her to make a light meal for me with no oils so that I can reduce the intake of both sugar and salt, More like I said, when you are invited for a drinking party, you order all you can eat and drink for 2 hours. You tap many of orders on the screen without thinking. You enjoy, you get drunk and high with your people, and later on, you are so full. But the food is still coming because you ordered in advance. When you go to a convenience store, you are a little bit hungry. You get salad and 1 rice bowl, for example. When you check the bill at the cashier, you find the Chinese bun with seasonal flavor. That's your favorite flavor right next to a cashier. It smells so good. I don't know, like yaki imo flavor, sweet potato flavor. You are so crazy about that. You love it. And then you make an impulse purchase. Stop buying. That's a first step, folks. If you say it's impossible, I don't know what to say, man. If you still break a promise, stop going to convenience store. I stopped it. I think that's at least the minimum effort you need to make. Also, when you go to somewhere in a street food cafe, they ask you what size. You say, extra large please. When you go to buffet, you put a feast on a plate. You opt to devour this particular food, refill soft drink with too much sugar, and repeat until you are completely full. You don't want to do that. I don't say shouldn't though. Don't should on yourself. I think we use this term all the time. We should do this, you shouldn't this, I should do this, or I shouldn't do this. When you notice you overuse this word, you are already sick of mental depression. Don't should on yourself. You don't have to finish eating up everything, Yeah, don't fill up too much food like a mountain, or do not eat up them all. Please note that these 3 rules are prerequisite while you are on a diet. My diet life is still going on, so I keep promise and I believe it works. Alright, so far so good. Those are my 3 rules not to binge eating today. Next one is a little bit tricky. If you apply to this character, you might be in danger of obesity. You know what? If you are overweight, you tend to be really nice, kind, and sweetheart person. I'm so skinny because I'm not. Wrong. I'm a really good guy. That's why I'm fat. Think about this. You are invited by your best friend for a party. You don't want to go out, but you have no words to decline. You have no other way but to join. Once you join and have fun, unconsciously you grab something to eat. That's a common mistake you opt to make. If you are serious about losing weight and relationship with party people, it takes a bit of time for your brain to realize I'm right. I will explain each attribute that is important to you. Overall, there are 4 main types of common eating patterns that you should realize. This time I use the word should. Most of us, including me, get trapped by those 4 common eating patterns. They are so powerful that we're gonna need to know in advance how to prevent from overeating. If we understand the core mechanism of binge eating, we're gonna be making some good progress. So let's move on to the tip number 1. It's all about how to eat. Very typical tips I share with you. Personally, I apply to this tip, to be honest. If you are someone like me that is eating super fast and you are getting all the food in within 20 minutes, then you might as well be aware you are sick of colorectal cancer. Sorry, I overreacted. Just kidding, never mind. Anyway, like I said, it takes up to 20 minutes to realize you've had enough to eat. If you just eat too fast, your brain doesn't recognize the signal of fullness. Then you're gonna have your health issue with digestion. So eating slowly will be a smarter approach, as it can have a number of benefits, including effortless weight loss. Especially, it helps me to eat less. My appetite and calorie intake were dramatically down because I ate slowly through chewing. In fact, several studies have found that people with weight problems tend to chew their food less than people with a normal weight do. Why I used to eat so fast is because I was actually hungry when I was a kid. I played basketball for a team when I was a student in elementary school, junior high school, and high school. When I returned home after practice, there was nothing to eat in the refrigerator because my mom was working all day. She came back home with food and I devoured within 5 minutes because I was so starving. Even after I studied abroad in the US, I couldn't change my eating habit. That's how I got a bad habit of it. So the point is to eat less. And if you still have a hard time to eat slowly, try electronic devices and smartphones during a meal time. That helps you to eat slowly, as this reduces your focus on food you are eating. Alright, moving on. As you might have been aware, the second tip is snack between meal and meal. Let's say after lunch, you take a nap, as I suggested you in the last video, right? Yeah, please watch it by all means if you haven't already. Then, around 3 or 4 p.m., you feel like you want to reach and grab something to eat because chocolate is there for you. That's also a common bad habit and you know it better. How could you change your habit? It's simple. Just make a change with your routine. This is it. How could you change it? Here's the deal. Stretch out, open the window and look up the sky and talk with someone. They can distract your attention. And I believe it works so much. Well, there are part of an example I suggest you. There may be some more solutions. If you have your way, please go ahead and keep doing it. Yeah, I don't mind if you do it. So, I'm telling you because you likely feel stressful if you stay seated at the desk all day and then you are dying of sweet food. I know it. You crave it so badly. As a replacement for eating sugar, some sort of distractions such as exercise, chat, and stay away from computer will be quite effective ways to avoid snacks. Even if you are not good for you, a piece of cracker with low calorie will be better. Just a small pack of crackers. Is that fair enough for you? Please try once. I think time is up. I'll be talking about the rest of the topics in the second half. If you are interested, please stay tuned. As soon as I finish editing the second one, I give you an update on YouTube. So please look forward to it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up for support. Even if you got any helpful tips of your own, please comment to me just down below. I would love to read them. Subscribe as well by all means if you haven't already, so that you won't miss out on any future videos coming your way. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the second half soon. See you later. Love you.